Hello, I'm Heather.
And I'm Ryan.
Welcome to the podcast. It's game night, it's sibling rivalry, it's a walk down memory lane, but most importantly, it's politics free.
Guaranteed.
Welcome to the Politics Free Podcast, round 5 of Stuff Happens. Here's how it works. We have a set of cards. Each one describes a horrible situation and is ranked on a misery index from 1, least miserable, to 100, most miserable. I'll rank 3 cards in the order of their misery index number, and then Ryan will have to correctly place a 4th card in that sequence. Then we'll switch it around and it'll be my turn. Whoever's guess is most accurate wins the ever-coveted Gloating Rights Trophy.
Until we play again.
That's right. Now, before we dive into this today, really quickly, if you're a returning listener, stay tuned to the end because we got a listener response that I'm going to share.
I'm so excited.
We did. I know. Here we go. Ryan, are you ready for your cards?
I'm ready.
All right. Card number 1. Dive into shallow water. 67.2. That seems extreme to me. Let's move on.
It does.
Police break into your house mistakenly. Why? 41.1.
I feel like that should be higher.
How does that happen?
I feel like that should be above diving in shallow water.
I don't know. Stung on lip by wasp. 36.1.
That's awfully close to having your house broken into by the police mistakenly.
Yeah, we can talk about scenarios, but you've got to place this horrible situation in with the rest of them. DVR glitch, all shows erased.
I'm going to tell you what, that for me would be high. I would rather get stung on the lip by a wasp than have all my... Yes, I would rather have that happen than all my shows erased. Because... This is getting into first world problems here. But if I've got a bunch of shows that I haven't watched and my only option is to watch them on demand, I now have to watch them with commercial breaks. So my hour-long show that I could otherwise watch, skipping all the commercials, I now have to spend a whole hour watching my hour shows. See what I'm saying?
You're right. That is an extreme first world problem. Thanks for pointing that out.
You're very welcome. And at least, listen, if I got stung on the lip by a wasp, the pain's only going to be there for maybe a day or two. But let's say I got stung on the lip by a wasp and was trying to catch up on all my shows that all got erased. I would spend more time watching shows catching up than the amount of pain I would have to endure on my lip.
Would you put that worse than the police breaking into your house mistakenly?
No, because bad things can happen with police breaking into your house mistakenly. Because if they've already made the mistake of breaking into my house, bad things could happen. If they think I'm who they think that they think I am. And
you could go to jail for a very long time for something you didn't do.
Right.
That could be the end result, which would be way worse than 41.1, though, if it was that extreme.
Yeah. And I feel like that would be worse than diving into shallow water because you can dive into shallow water and not hurt yourself. If you know it's shallow, then you know how to dive into the water. You have to dive in at an angle. If I dive straight down into what I think is deep water and ends up being shallow, yeah, that could be bad. But if you're diving correctly, you have your hands in front of you, so there should be minimal damage. Anyway.
Fun fact... When I was, 10, 11, 12, way too old to be doing this, I flagrantly ignored the no diving signs in the 3-foot deep kiddie pool at the swimming hole.
Uh-huh.
Or not the swimming hole, but at the pool. There's the big pool. There was the kiddie pool. We used to just dive in head first, and one day I dove. And I did a proper dive. I used to do a long dive instead of a straight in dive because I knew it was shallow, but I still went down low enough and I whacked my chin on the bottom of the pool and chipped 3 teeth.
Ooh.
Minor chipping, like you can't really tell. You can only tell if you look real close at my teeth. But that was when I was like, now I understand why we don't do that. Finally learned why. But that, again, that happening was not worse than actually having a wasp sting my lip, I'm pretty sure.
Right. Because I've done the same thing, but skinned my chin on the bottom of the pool.
Ooh, okay.
But that's the extent of the damage to me. So I feel like diving into shallow water is placed way too high. And again, this is why I disagree all the time with these people who place these. But if I'm in their headspace that all my shows getting erased is probably going to be lower than getting stung on the lip by a wasp. So I'm going to go with 25.5.
Okay, you're putting that in last place, 25.5. Ryan, let's find out. DVR glitch, all shows erased, 8.5.
Damn it!
But you did correctly place it, so that's good. That's going to work in your favor when it comes to be my turn. I'm ready for my cards.
Okay, your cards. Wipe your butt with poison ivy, 32.5. Lose hot water mid-shower, 23.1. See, how is that worse?
Yeah.
How is that worse than deleting all your shows? Whatever. Canker sore, 5. You have to place the following horrible situation. Phone falls in toilet.
Okay. First of all, to answer your sort of implied or directly asked question, I can't remember even though it was only a few seconds ago. They have obviously never had poison ivy. Now, to be fair, I've never had poison ivy, but I have had poison oak several times, and I feel like it's a similar thing.
I think poison oak is worse than poison ivy, isn't it?
Oh, is it? Because if it's anything like poison oak, wipe your butt with poison ivy is going to be at like 85 on my misery index.
Could you imagine having poison ivy around your butthole?
I don't even want to think about it. I had it. It's like, okay, well, first of all, poison ivy infection. Let's see what this looks like. Because if it's anything like poison oak, it's going to be so horrible. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's very similar. So you just get this like bubbling, blistering skin in these huge patches. And it's like pussy and it itches so bad you can't not scratch it. Like it's so itchy. It's the itchiest thing you're ever gonna have.
Yeah, it's bad.
It's horrid. It's horrendous, and it's definitely higher than 32.5.
I had a friend so desperate to rescue his frisbee, he jumped into a giant bush of poison oak.
Oh, dude, just buy a new frisbee.
He was covered head to toe in poison oak sores and rashes. It was bad.
Oh.
And of course, nobody wanted him to touch him because, somebody just touches you and you get poison oak.
Remember, okay, there was a girl we went to school with who was so sensitive to poison oak, she could literally get it through the air.
Ew.
And so there was this one like trail we would run during volleyball, because I don't know if you ever noticed in volleyball practice, we do the hill run. So you'd run all the way down this really steep hill down to the baseball field and run all the way back up. And our coach would run with us so that we wouldn't stop running the whole time that we were doing this run. But there was all this poison oak on either side of the trail. And so she would go and do like 5 or 6 laps or something on the track instead or something like that.
Yeah.
Because she couldn't, otherwise she'd get poison oak. But
that's crazy.
That is nuts. All right, where were we? I was going to say something else too, but I can't remember.
Falls in the toilet.
Phone falls in the toilet. I mean, that's worse than a canker sore.
Yes.
For me, that's worse than losing hot water mid-shower.
I would agree.
It is factually for me not worse than wiping my butt with poison ivy.
I would agree with you on that.
I would actually rather pay $500 to $1,000 for a new phone than ever have to experience that. But what do I feel like the game is going to do? I feel like the game is going to put this as the worst one of all of these.
Okay.
Or maybe it's not. Maybe it's going to put it between. Yeah, I'm just going to put it at like 50. 50 for the game.
50. Awesome. I'm glad that you did that.
You don't think I'm right? What do you think it's going to be?
No,
My answer's already sealed.
Okay. I think it's going to be not as bad as wiping your butt with poison ivy. I think it's probably going to be around like 30. They're going to put it at like 30.
Phone falls in toilet, 45. Boom.
Damn it.
All right, so tiebreaker time.
Wait, what do you mean tiebreaker time?
Well,
because we tied. We both placed
both
it
got it
correctly.
right, yeah.
I got you.
So my guess was 50 and it was 45. I was 5 off. I don't remember what your guess was, but 8.5 was way different.
Yeah, I was way off. You win.
Yay. So that's 3 Heather, 2 Ryan on the running score. Super exciting. For me, sucks for you. Hold on, let me just put that score in so that I don't forget it next time. All right, I'm going to take that gloating rights trophy with me all the way home. And now it's time for our listener story. Now, full disclosure, this is from my friend Kristen, and she texted me these, okay? Here we go. She says, in my humble opinion, as a person with eczema, it's the least miserable of all the other choices, and don't ask me what was on that list because I can't remember, but also haven't dealt with any of the other situations. I should have looked up what the other fucking situations were, Ryan.
Why didn't you do that, Heather? Why didn't you do your research? Do you save your documents? Go
Nope,
look at your
I
past
don't.
documents.
Nope, I go over the top of them, don't I?
Oh, wait. Hold
Okay.
on. I can find it real quick.
She's saying she has eczema and that eczema is not worse than your heart surgeon graduating at the bottom of their class, jogging in baseball-sized hailstorm, or getting a booger on your hot dog.
And they place that as at the top?
She places it at the bottom.
No, but the cards place that at the top.
The cards placed it at around 85, as I remember.
Oh, okay,
at around
gotcha.
85. I'm learning, though, of the things I need to keep track of if I'm going to ask people to be writing in about these things. Good to know. All right. Thank you, Kristen, for letting us know about the eczema. We are still trying to find out if anybody has actually survived a baseball-sized hailstorm or been chased by a bat. Actually chased by a bat.
I was chased by a bat.
Anyways, to let us know, you can leave us a voicemail or visit our website. The link is in the show notes, but it is also the politicsfreepodcast.com. And you just scroll down on the homepage and there's a link to our voicemail service and to email us. We would really love to hear from you. And as always, if you have been listening to and enjoying the podcast, would you please share it with someone? Tell a friend, put it on social media. You can even text a friend the link to the podcast or an episode that you've enjoyed. Thank you so much, and we will talk to you
next time.
Yeah!